One of our most special creations is our own car, the holographic love machine. And we seem to have found an extended family here.
We're at the Heritage Transport Museum here in Manasa. Let's meet the man behind it.
Let's go.
India's most passionate collector of vintage transportation, Tarun Thakral set up the Heritage Transport Museum to shower tender love and caring attention to everything that can move you from point A to point B.
Tarun, tell me, how did this happen? I mean, you've got to be nuts about cars to think about this space.
I had a huge collection and I wanted to put it to better use so that more people can come and enjoy it and, you know, see what India's transportation history has all been. So that's exactly how this thing came about. If all the other countries could have a transport museum, why doesn't India have a transport museum? The museum itself is divided into multiple galleries because it's 4 floors and over 100,000 square feet. So you have the pre-mechanized gallery, a railway station that has been recreated, aviation gallery, two-wheelers, rural transportation, maritime, everything.
So most of these collections, do you think they also are in a way contemporary pieces of art?
If you look at the indigenous vehicles, the Patpat, the Chakra, the Marutha or the Jugaad, I personally find there's a lot of element of art. A couple of vehicles, what we've done also is contemporize them even further. Not only, typically if you look at it, they're highly decorated. So they use a lot of that media to...
And Indian elements of motifs and
motifs. And even, you know, those things hanging around, chains hanging
all
around.
All the jazzy colors.
And so they make them very vibrant. They definitely are pieces of art in themselves. Although I must share one thing with you. We have a vehicle which is hanging out here. There's a car. That was the only car. It's a 1962 Chevy, which didn't have an engine. And I didn't want to fool, the visitors out here by just parking the car without any engine. Suddenly we thought, let's actually give this to an artist and tell him to do something interesting. Because we wanted a bling factor in the museum.
Which would be your favorite piece of collection, which is closer to your heart?
They're all my favorites, but I guess my emotions go up to the first car that I've ever owned, the 1932 Chevy.
You have it here?
Yeah, it's there on display.
Which is your rarest possession over here?
Okay, in terms of rarity, they're all rare today. Yeah. But if you want to specify...
The rarest?
There's a 1934 Buick limousine, 7-passenger, which belonged to the Maharaja of Ayodhya. That is unrestored so far because we want somebody to adopt this car for renovation. And the other one that we have is a 1957 Ford Fairlane, which is the world's first retractable hardtop car. There are very few cars. In India, I think this has one more car.
How do you think an effort like this can transform the museum culture in India?
Indian museums are basically dead body museums. Nobody wants to go there. What we are trying to do out here is, number one, make sure that the museum remains very dynamic. Things change here every 3 to 4 months. So you see a display here or a vehicle here which is not going to be there. Otherwise, why would you guys come here again? Whenever any child comes here, something should spark in him, some spark of creativity. If we achieve that, we will be successful. So it's more targeted to just, spark that creativity. I hope you guys are sparked out.
Yeah, absolutely. A bit too late, but better late than never. And I think it's an awesome thing you have put.
Tarun, I think your collection is not complete as yet. There's something that you still haven't seen, and I'll take this moment to share this with you.
What do you call this?
This is called the holographic love machine. Spreading love and smiles.
It's our own personal art car that we painted.
Wow.
The public art car project that we had done.
Wow.
It's got a great,
When is it coming to the museum?
You let us know.
I think it'll
just
add
a drive away.
to it.
Yeah, we'll be really more than happy.